Hi Gemini, this is your June 2020 General Tarot reading. How is everybody? Guys, this is up a little late. As you've noticed, I took a week off. I didn't realize I needed it, but here I am refreshed. So I hope you enjoy these, even if they're up a tiny bit late, and I hope that you are feeling amazing. It is June 2020. I don't know what's going on at the time, but let's get into it. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising. What do you need to know for June 2020? Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising. That's just for Gemini. All right, guys. So I'm not going to be using the mini tarot anymore. I have done that several months in a row. I find it actually really distracting. So we're back to a really nice, clean Celtic cross. I'll probably qualify one or two of the cards here, but wow, okay. Just starting off with a few majors, no big deal. NBD, sure. Okay, just three majors. Well, I'm done. Just kidding. Okay, guys. Okay. I'm so glad that you see for yourselves what the heck, double C heck, is going on in front of me. I don't remember the last time I ever saw anything like this. Okay, so we have a nice little Three of Pentacles. There you are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 majors just to start off your monthly reading. Okay. Wow, look at all this sword. Okay, 2 kings. So, Gemini, did you have plans for June? Big plans for June? I can tell. Whoa, all right. And you just have a couple of minors and they're both pentacles, guys. For the heck of it, under the pentacle at the bottom of the deck was the High Priestess. She's not going to sit up here. I just wanted to show you that because that's crazy. To me, that's just crazy. All right, Gemini, what is going on? 6 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. For me, this means it's underlying. It's sort of the energy that it's the basket, right, for all of this energy. And it's give and take. This is extremely positive, powerful, balancing energy. Absolutely stunning to see here, particularly because it's practical. This is a practical outcome. This is a person, place, or thing which offers a practical outcome or a practical solution that is fair in every way. Guys, there's a big deal for you in June. And, you know, no, I'm not being dramatic. The cards are being dramatic. This is cray. Look at this. Hierophant and Lovers. So the situation and what's crossing you, a major decision around an establishment. Now, majors have a different layer than our minors, right? These are considered minors. We have some court cards, our kings. We have a page over here. It's considered technically a court card. It's like a young person. But these majors are pretty intense. So we're going to look at numbers and then influences behind the cards, okay? So both 5 and 6, 5 is chaos, 6 is equilibrium, right? You don't really have any other 5s that I can see here. So you've gone, and I'm just talking numerically. I'm not talking about the card is chaotic. I'm just looking at the numbers, okay? And then sort of influencing the energy behind the Hierophant. Of course, the Hierophant is ruled by Taurus and the Lovers is ruled by Gemini. And this stands to reason because the Aries, the 4th card, is the Emperor, right? So Aries, Taurus, Gemini, and of course, look at that. Ta-da, 7, Cancer, right? And on it goes. So very, very interesting. So we have some Taurus and Gemini, either people or energy in, you know, this major decision or those houses. So possessions and communication, okay? Possessions and communication could be very, very important for you, particularly around making a decision. So this is really, Lovers is suggesting you have a major decision to make, but it's going to be one that you're going to make with the heart, or at least that's the more logical. It's the best outcome is if you follow your heart. But it is having to do with establishments. This could be about a relationship, a marriage. You could be getting married. You could be interested in it. You could be becoming engaged. You could be signing contracts, legal documents, something having to do with the church or an establishment. I'm not going to suggest it's a bank just because I don't see banking cards around me. For example, the King or the Queen of Pentacles is not present, but we do have more contractual energy down here. So I would say contracts, and perhaps even, you know, legal establishments or legal relationships could be very, very important right now. Nonetheless, very intense. This is also, you know, institutional energy, long-standing institutional energy, including religion. Now, it isn't religious authority. Religious authority would be more within the first, sorry, it's just escaping me the name of it. The religious authority would be, well, indeed, it is the Hierophant. So this is more religion as well. And now there isn't a cross or anything here. But again, this could be a legal establishment, a religious establishment, or, you know, an institution, right? Could be university, the institution of marriage, etc. Something having to do with your heart. But, you know, if I don't know any of you who are watching, for example, but this could be a real relationship. You're leveling up, right? We have the World and the Wheel of Fortune. That's crazy. That's crazy to me in the same reading. Like, holy cow. Here in your foundation, we have Strength. It's called Justice. The author called this Justice, but it's the number 11. So this is, of course, Libra energy. So we have Gemini, we have Libra energy, we have Cancer energy. We have, you know, Scorpio, we have Aquarius energy. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the Wheel of Fortune, oh gosh, I thought it was Libra, but I don't think it is. Let me just double check here. What's the Wheel of Fortune? What are you, little friend? Jupiter. Ah, I should have remembered that because it's like the horseshoe. Jupiter, and then you have Saturn energy here. Just stunning. But let's get back into this guy here. Strength, right? So we have some Libra here. And this is really about balance. So balance is extremely important for you in the month of June, guys. Here we have Chariot in our recent past. This is a car. This is a house. This is your light and your dark side. This is a Cancer individual or the 4th house, which is your home, intuition, property. But I'm going to suggest here that this is also, because it indicates a major victory in your recent past, this is setting you free. Okay, you're allowed to, you can now move this way from, you know, the beautiful practical balance over here to your recent past being a major victory, possibly having to do with travel, with within the home, or feeling victorious or in charge of yourself. You know, you're finally free from something. And this is our Saturn ruled world card. Leveling up, the world is technically tectonic change. This is like something split open so you can sort of grow and move and mature into another direction. There could be, you're moving, someone's moving here, moving house, moving country, moving continent, moving jobs, moving relationships. Again, next level, you could go from single to engaged, or engaged to married, or married to divorced, as it were, you know. But a major change here. And Saturn is about restrictions. It's about, you know, you're now in a new restrictive environment for you to break out of. So we're constantly yearning and leveling up. But you've definitely leveled up here. And you're working on something with at least one other person that's going to be very profound to you. The 3 of Pentacles, despite it being sort of small on the totem, right? It's only a 3. This is actually a really positive omen for potential, practical potential. It could be quite spiritual for you, and you're working with at least one other person who sees, you know, who desires the same long-term outcomes that you do. So this could just be a really beautiful long-term relationship with the Gemini, with the Libra, with an Aquarius. A great deal of air energy here for you as well, Gemini. So you're probably really feeling yourself this month as well. A lot of air energy, right? So communication and law and contracts could be very important here. How you're viewing yourself as someone who is at the precipice of groundbreaking information, or someone who's in control of contracts and legislation. This is a lawmaker. This is someone who is high up in the police department. This is someone who is high up in politics. This is science, masters of science, this type of thing. And there's a lot of cold energy here with this guy, but one cool thing about the King of Swords or Aquarius ruled energy or brotherhood or sisterhood here is that facts are indisputable, and facts are going to be very, very important to you here as well. How other people are seeing you is that more information is needed. So I would continue communicating about something here that's really important with regard to 11th house energy, or something that may feel fixed or established or immovable. And 11th house is just, volunteerism and the world at large. We're also entering the age of Aquarius, which is, of course, the electronic age, right? And it sounds foolish to even say that now, right? Like the electronic age, but 200 years ago, that you would have been locked up for saying we're headed for the electronic age, right? But, here we are. So the card representing how others are seeing you is that more information is needed, or you're being watched, or you need to watch something. Sleuthing information, spy, information gathering, not having enough information could be a major component for you here. Just communication could be very wise at this time. Share sources, share information. I don't see anyone getting wrapped up in their emotions or in their feelings about something, particularly about when it comes to facts and evidence. So that's nice to see. We have some Scorpio ruled energy here in your hopes and fears. This is where you may fear that you could be getting upset. You could fear that you could be upsetting somebody else. We do have another king here. So again, we're looking at a great deal of maturity, but I find the King of Cups here could be mature in his emotions, but also feel as though he needs to keep something buried, right? We're dealing with Scorpio energy, and Scorpio energy deals with the underworld. So something may need to come to the fore, something, that was in conjunction with, or maybe you just can't hide it, or maybe you have some respect for emotions around information. I think this is natural. Once you learn something, it's going to affect how you feel. So there could be some passions ignited here, or even some intense communication or feelings in your hopes and fears. And here's where we're looking at our Jupiter ruled, thank you little book, Wheel of Fortune. Absolutely stunning. This card is really a positive omen no matter where you see it. But as your advice card here, Gemini, absolutely stunning, guys. And it's also a 10. So you are definitely leveling up. As I said, we have the World and the Wheel of Fortune in the same reading for you. So, and then Jupiter, as I said, Saturn is more restrictive. Jupiter is expansive. Jupiter allows you to level up, to become even the new you. I know you've heard that term before, but you can really be the new you. You can induce and allow and appreciate that at this time. Let me just get one. There's really no difficult energy here, but let's see what's going on with the Page of Swords. Why is the Page of Swords in the position of how Gemini sees themselves? Or how others, sorry, I get those backwards. How others see Gemini as the Page of Swords. So yeah, there could be a little bit of tension. These two are together technically. So why the Page of Swords? It's because you need to come through the other side. You need to break through something. Here's a 10, right? You're almost at the end of something. You've almost completed something. Really positive. Keep going, particularly if it is information. Show your courage here too. I do think there is a great deal of personal courage in finding out information that, especially if it goes against a belief system, something that's already established. Or maybe you're finding with more information, with more evidence, that you're able to support what is established. And I think that's entirely up to you, because each and every one of you is different and going through something different. But it could be very freeing as well. It could help free your emotions. It could help get you from a place of sort of clinical brilliance, but cold, to, you know, affectionate and, you know, emotionally profound and emotionally available. And maybe this is what it's all about for you. I mean, remember, we're looking at the institution and then a major decision here, a choice. Could be religion. Could be religion. Could be law enforcement. Wow, okay, that just flew across the room. Hold on, guys. All right, so I'm just seeing, I want you to see this while I'm shuffling so you can get an idea of what I'm looking at here. Codependency did just fly out. I know that with codependency, we're dealing with, wow, okay. We're dealing with attachments, right? Which deck do I not have here? I have you. Here we go. Yeah, it could just be, and again, look at this, like straight up, balance, straight the heck up. Codependency, addictions are affecting your romantic life. This could be what this decision is about. You know, what is the addiction to? Is it to the relationship? Is it to something that's old and needs to change? Is it to a way of life that needs to end? Maybe the other person is addicted and that's affecting your